Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of our 2025 NR2003 NASCAR Cup Series season. We have the penalty report post-Talladega. Christopher Bell has been penalized 20 points and fined $20,000 for what NASCAR deemed a safety violation at Talladega by not coming down to pit road and slowing way down, basically parking it on the track, causing that huge wreck with Kyle Larson and BJ McLeod. Bell has been penalized, so now he drops to 23rd in the point standings, but he is still in the playoffs with his win from Phoenix. So big penalty there to Christopher Bell. Before we begin today's action from Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth. So see if C-Bell can rebound. Welcome to the Texas Motor Speedway for the Worth 400. As it'll be Joe Gibbs Racing locking out the front row. Denny Hamlin and Chase Briscoe leading us to the green flag as we are underway here at Texas Motor Speedway. It is Denny Hamlin and Chase Briscoe leading us to the green as they are now 3 wide with Tyler Reddick all the way on the bottom. But Briscoe gets the run on the outside lane. And how about the 19 at Chase Briscoe leading early here at Texas Motor Speedway. Now he's in JGR equipment, should be due for a good run here today, and he's doing just that, leading the opening lap of racing. It's going to look like as Reddick slots into second, Hamlin into third. Chase Briscoe leads the opening lap of racing here at Texas Motor Speedway. Now, cautions cavalier, as you see, he's a replay. Carson Hocevar dumps Michael McDowell. His own teammate flips Ty Gibbs upside down and collects the 99 of Daniel Suarez, who had nothing to do with that. And a huge wreck here at Texas sends Ty Gibbs up and over a Spire Motorsports disaster class. It's a big mistake there from Carson Hocevar. He cleans himself out, collecting both Ty Gibbs and Daniel Suarez in a huge wreck here coming out of turn 4. Gibbs and Suarez will both be out of the race from this incident. Chase Briscoe still your leaders. Get back underway. It'll be Briscoe alongside Tyler Reddick as we go green. Daniel Suarez will finish in last position today in 38th. Just above him will be Ty Gibbs in 37th. Gibbs continues his horrible start to our season as he continues to sit down right around that 30th place area in the point standings. Does not have a single top 10 on the season. Back here we're 3 wide. Look out for Ross Chastain racing Ryan Blaney. Brad Keselowski. Seems everyone's going to keep it going in the right direction here as Briscoe continues to lead over Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson here in Texas. Of course, we expect Hamlin and Larson both to be very strong in this race, extremely fast, be at the front, lead a lot of laps. So Briscoe leads the way, but now not for much longer. The ensuing lap, here comes Denny Hamlin. The Progressive Toyota takes the lead. Denny Hamlin, your new leader here in Texas, as Hamlin zips right on by Chase Briscoe. And Hamlin leading the way here all the way to lap 61. Where he now finally makes his way down to pit road for a scheduled green flag pit stop at the end of stage 1. 14 to go in the stage. Hamlin coming in. There's still a few cars left on the racetrack. Chief among them, the 12 of Ryan Blaney, which is who the lead will cycle out to. So Blaney, now your new leader here in Texas. Chase Briscoe just barely avoided the lap car at Haley as Briscoe gets himself now back only 1 lap down and not 2. Blaney right there with Logano. Blaney checks up, and the 22 gets into him. Logano is going to turn his teammate. There goes Blaney into the wall, back down the track into Logano, and it's a Penske disaster class. Logano wrecks his teammate who's leading the race out of turn 4, taking them both out. Unbelievable turn of events here in Texas. Right in the middle of a pit cycle too. This is really going to shake things up in this race. So many of the top guys were trapped 1 lap down at the time of yellow. We'll only be left with 5 cars on the lead lap. Bubba Wallace, Austin Dillon, Noah Gragson, Ty Dillon, and Kyle Busch. As we get back underway here, you got the 3 and the 23 there on the outside lane. Dillon, a little bit of coming from Noah Gragson, and there goes the 4. Noah Gragson crashing hard into the outside wall, and he takes Kyle Busch down with him. And the 2-time champion can't catch up, right? Kyle Busch taken out by Noah Gragson in this huge crash here at Texas. And all of a sudden, this race really starting to get crazy. Back-to-back big wrecks here to bring out the yellow. Right near the end of stage 1, not what RCR wanted to see right there. And now at the front of the field is Bubba Wallace leading the race now. His McDonald's Toyota trying to go back-to-back at Texas. He won this race a year ago. And now here we are back underway. Now going to be a 3-lap shootout to decide stage 2. And it's an all Dillon brother front row. Austin on the inside, Ty on the outside. Both these guys played the strategy perfectly. And here they are leading the field. You see Chastain dealing with now Noah Gragson still in the lead lap. But that damage, he is going to be one tough guy, as he's going to be dropping through the pack like a rock. So it's Austin and Ty Dillon. Austin Dillon, the ensuing lap, pits from the lead with 2 to go in this stage. What is Austin Dillon doing? He completely gives up 10 points and any hopes he has of contending in this race. And now Bubba Wallace takes advantage, zips by his brother Ty Dillon, and now Bubba Wallace is leading here in the last lap of stage 1, looking to bring home this stage win and put himself, like I mentioned before, in a perfect spot to go back-to-back here at Texas Motor Speedway. Unbelievable turn of events here. As we go through 3 and 4 of the final time of the opening stage of racing, because of Austin Dillon's miscue, Bubba Wallace is going to win stage 1 here in Texas. Ty Dillon second, Chastain, Larson 5th and 6th, Reddick, Bell, Byron, Stenhouse get points all lap down. Gragson ends up recovering to get that 3rd place spot to get those 8 stage points. But Bubba Wallace wins stage 1 for 23-11 Racing, puts them in a great spot here as they get back in here at Texas as we get back underway in stage number 2. Bubba Wallace on the inside, Ty Dillon on the outside, continuing to lead some laps today. This is the best run, honestly, of Ty Dillon's entire career. Hits at Texas Motor Speedway, used the strategy perfectly. Now it's almost guaranteed to be running top 3 the rest of the race. Chase Elliott had a camshaft failure on the last caution, and so Chase Elliott's going to be out of this race, guys. Huge shock seeing Chase out here in Texas. Real-life defending race winner is out. Elliott will not be able to pick up a Texas win, and he will finish in 33rd place as Bubba Wallace leads the lap car of Ross Chastain here. Takes another later, SVG, Noah Gragson coming down from pit road. The cars going everywhere. A big stack of McDowell merging back on the racetrack. Clips Chris Buescher. And more carnage here in Texas out of turn 4. McDowell, Buescher, as Custer tried to pit from the top lane. Quinn House style, clean cuts the nose off of McDowell, who tries to merge back on the racetrack, and in the process takes out Chris Buescher, Todd Gilliland, and Chad Fincham. So huge mistake there from Cole Custer, which sets off this whole wreck. I don't know why he was trying to pit from the top of the racetrack. Just cleans out Michael McDowell, who just tries to merge back on the racetrack. Gets collected by 3 other cars in another big pileup. Now Bubba Wallace trying to hold the lead as Chastain is able to get the free pass to get back in the lead lap. And here comes the one of Ross Chastain trying to go back-to-back race wins. Chastain now takes the lead here late in early in stage 2 here at Texas in a crash. Ryan Preece, see the slow-mo replay, is shoving Eric Jones up the racetrack. Jones checks up in front of Preece, causes a huge crash. Riley Herbst, Josh Berry, Noah Gragson collected. And then as Ryan Preece goes spinning, he clips AJ Allmendinger and Cole Custer as he comes down the track, then hits the outside wall and actually gets stuck, wedges the nose of his race car into the outside wall, and Ryan Preece is completely stuck in there. He's done for the day. A bad, big wreck here in Texas. All caused by Eric Jones checking up when Ryan Preece was right in his back bumper. Couldn't react in time. Preece wedged into the wall. Allmendinger, Custer, Fincham, and Larson all spin. Noah Gragson also collected big damage for Riley Herbst, Harrison Burton, Cody Ware. Then runs into Kyle Larson again. And the chaos is really taking shape here this race in Texas as Ross Chastain sees lead out. Another crash. Hocevar, Shane Van Gisbergen, McDowell, Byron, and Allmendinger this time down the front straightaway. I missed the start of it. I mean, this is an FS1 race, so I'm really surprised, but my bad. And Chad Fincham also gets destroyed in it. So another multi-car pileup, our like 6th in a row here. We're going to have barely anybody left to finish this damn race. We're already down to just 27 cars in this race. William Byron officially out. He'll finish in 28th place as Chastain is able to beat Bubba Wallace on the restart to establish control. Chastain, your new leader here in Texas Midway through a very chaotic stage 2. How about the 10 and Ty Dillon right back to the inside of Chastain. Ty Dillon getting after it here in Texas, trying to get the lead. Not quite. Chastain able to clear and hold off the Colleague Racing driver in the 1 back out front. Your points leader, Chastain, has had a phenomenal start to this year, the best that we've seen from him ever in his career. And once again, looking to win a race would be his back-to-back wins and his 3rd on the season, which would be in the exact same amount of time he won 3 races last season. That really didn't get him much anywhere as he still got eliminated in the round of 12. Now the big crash into turn 1. Austin Dillon and Tyler Reddick head on into the outside wall. Vicious impact for Austin Dillon. Tyler Reddick just takes himself out in the process. The 45 had such a fast car. Could have unlapped himself on speed. Just a big mistake that you can't be making right there. Going to take himself out of the race, as well as Austin Dillon, who should have won stage 1 had he not for some reason decided to pit, coming to 2 to go in the stage. Now Bubba Wallace will inherit the lead at that caution. So now as we get back underway, we continue to whittle down the amount of cars left in this race to just about a mere 20. And Chastain easily clears Bubba Wallace on the restart. So yeah, Reddick and Dillon are out, and they got a few other guys with them. Noah Gregson decided to pull it into the garage. You know, Carson Hocevar out of the race as well. So yeah, we're down. So just like 23 guys left as Chastain's looking to easily drive his way to a stage 2 win. That's exactly what he's going to do. Through turn 4 of the final time in stage 2, it is once again the Watermelon Man. Ross Chastain wins stage 2 in Texas. Ty Dillon will come across second. Denny Hamlin a lap down in third, followed by Keselowski and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. the top 5. Austin Cindric 6th. Bubba Wallace 7th. Alex Bowman 8th. Christopher Bell 9th. And Kyle Larson snags the final stage point. So Chastain picks up the stage 2 win after Bubba Wallace took stage 1 here in Texas. Only he and Ty Dillon on the lead lap. A chaotic race here at Texas that still has a little under 100 laps to go. Now we move on to the third and final stage of racing. Chastain still leading the way here, about 97 to go. Nearly 4 wide right there. Christopher Bell, Bowman, and Larson, they all managed to keep it going. The race, there's a car in the grass. It's your leader. Chastain is in the grass. Something has gone awry. Chastain got hooked by Ty Dillon, being aggressive, trying to take the lead away. Ty Dillon sends Chastain, and then he gets caught up in a huge wreck. Like about 5 to 7 laps later, he gets run over by Larson under the caution. But Ty Dillon, Bowman, and Hamlin, who led a good 56 laps today, going to be taken out of the race, as well as Alex Bowman, who had just gotten a couple of stage points and was having one of the best Texas runs of his career, even though he was just surviving all the chaos. Unfortunately, he gets cleaned out in this, as does Hamlin, who arguably had the best race car here in Texas today. He's now out, as is Jesse Love in the 62, who's still going to get a top 20 in his second career Cup start, so not bad for Jesse Love. And meanwhile, it's Ross Chastain now, white flag in the air, final lap, presented by Credit One Bank, well on his way to back-to-back wins. He's the only car on the lead lap. Going to be his 3rd win of the season. This man is just unstoppable in the first like 12 races of the season. Ross Chastain in our simulations is the man, as once again the clock will strike watermelon time as Ross Chastain wins it in Texas. Chastain goes back-to-back. Christopher Bell will come home in second. Third place will be Bubba Wallace. Kyle Larson and Austin Cindric round out the top 5. Ty Dillon 6th. 7th place will be Chase Briscoe. Stenhouse, Nemechek, and Custer around the top 10. So Chastain led 154 out of the 267 laps today. His 8th career win, and Chevy has now won 7 in a row and 10 of 11 to start this season. Unbelievable. To see the final race results, Chastain, back-to-back 3 wins on the season. Easily the championship favorite early this season. Bell, much-needed rebound run. Same for Larson, Wallace, and Cindric. Ty Dillon, a career day in 6th. Nemechek, Custer, Stenhouse, solid top 10s. I mean, Stenhouse somehow finds a way. Denny Hamlin ended up getting the Xfinity fastest lap. Gets a bonus point there, down in 18th position. Shout out Jesse Love with a top 20 for Beard Motorsports. Huge run for him. Then, of course, you know, all the guys that crashed out. Tyler Reddick, William Byron, who were fast. Chase Elliott, Blaney, Logano, Gibbs, Kyle Busch. A wild one here in Texas goes to Ross Chastain. As you see the updated playoff grid, of course, Chastain now sits alone at the top of the playoff grid with 3 wins to William Byron and Kyle Larson's 2. So we remain at 6 winners. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is now 3rd in overall points and has a full race on the cut line with an impressive start to the season for him. Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, Logano, Hamlin, Cindric, Keselowski, Allmendinger still have very comfortable 30-plus point cushions. And the bubble is going to be Noah Gragson and Ryan Preece just above the cut line, with Ty Dillon, Kyle Busch, and Riley Herbst on the outside looking in, going into Kansas next weekend. So Chastain, the big win here in Texas, goes back-to-back, sits atop the playoff grid. As we end this episode, as always, I want to shout out my channel members. Thank you very much to Brenda Breen and Jeremy Isley. I really appreciate your guys' support. It means a lot to me. Helps me and this channel continue to grow and produce some awesome content on our road to now 2,000 subscribers. If you guys are watching and not subscribed, please do subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It's completely free. Only takes a couple of seconds, and I really appreciate it. If you want to become a paid member, link is down below. And until next week in Kansas, I hope you all have a good one.